All right. Welcome to another episode of the D.Fos podcast. We are broadcasting live from Gorilla Cross Studios. Got my man Quan on the board. And today we have some special guests in the building. 3 special guests. We got to my left, we got Marquis Fobbs, we got Poody, we got Nigel. Collectively known as BOLD, Brothers Observing Life Daily. I just want to welcome them to the show. They're supposed to be starting their own situation, which is going by the same name, BOLD. So what's up, man? How y'all doing, man?
Man, wonderful.
Oh, blessed.
Hey, man, I appreciate y'all making it, man.
No,
you know
we appreciate you.
But,
hey, y'all like the real big 3 to me. You know what I mean? So I appreciate y'all coming through,
now.
man. And let me give you a little backstory. We kind of all know each other because we all work at U.P.S. So that's where we kind of, you know, man, I've been knowing Fobbs a little bit. Met Poody a couple years ago when he went driving, and Nigel a couple years ago. So we all been rocking together. I always peeped them out, what they've been doing, how they kind of bond and kind of, you know, do their thing together. And they always been sharp. So I just wanted to kind of reach out to them and let's put something together. Let's sit down and chop it up. These 2 cats, I used to call them the Splash Brothers because, man, they comic relief. They are straight comic relief at the job. And so Fobbs came into the fold, and I noticed how they was building a little bit more together. I said, man, I like what y'all got going on. So when y'all told me about the show, I was just like, oh, it makes sense.
Yeah.
You know, it makes sense. So how did y'all link up, man? Did y'all know each other before starting the U.P.S. or what? Like, how did the story go, man?
Well, they were already they were already locked in super.
Okay.
And one day, I believe Nigel called me.
Yeah.
He randomly called me one day, and we just on the phone, vibing out.
Yeah.
Talking, chilling, doing our thing, and that led to like months and months of just being on the phone. And then I kept saying like, man, we should be recording this stuff.
Yeah.
We definitely need to like do this.
Capture the moments, you know what I mean? You capture
and
the
one
moment.
day I got back on the phone and Poody was like, why you keep saying that? Like, I'm like, man, because people making millions of dollars off of exactly what we doing right now. And he was like, well, let's do it. And history.
Yeah. What was that? Was that earlier this year? Was that like kind of this year?
5 months, 6 months ago.
6 months
It was
ago.
early this year. We was on the phone chopping it up, and everybody kept saying, bruh, y'all 2 need to do something.
Yeah.
And we like,
Kept
man.
saying that.
And we like, if it happened, it happened.
He was saying,
And
y'all
then,
2 at first?
Yeah, they was just, because everybody said, man, y'all so funny.
Yeah,
you know how
y'all
much
ridiculous,
people
dog.
will watch y'all if y'all did. I'm like, all right, man, we'll see. And then literally, Fobbs link up with us and lock in, and he like, hey, man, I'm not going to keep saying, I'm not going to keep repeating myself. Like, we need to go ahead and lock in. He said, we get way too much material off of nothing.
Off nothing.
Yeah.
It's just when it comes organically. Like, we're not trying. We just like,
At all.
What's what
It just
Gary
flow.
Vee say? He say, don't record, just document.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Just
That's for
document
sure.
what we doing. And so y'all was already, and then did y'all know each other before UPS? Or
No.
Like, y'all just
I just
clicked
knew
together
of.
out there?
Yeah, I knew of him from
Knew
high
of.
school. I'd be like, yeah, you know. I heard of him. I'm like, he ain't funny to me. I'm just like, but I heard of him through other people. Like, we know, like, you know, friends
same
and stuff
crowd.
like that.
Okay,
like
the same, some of the same people.
So
Y'all fool together.
Man, they
Boy, I'm
is,
telling you,
man,
y'all
they
a
do.
fool,
Hey.
man. Where y'all originally from? Where you originally from,
I'm
man?
from Texas,
Okay, what part?
Dallas.
Dallas. Okay. And
Yes,
how long
sir.
you been out in Vegas? Like,
Too long.
for real, a
I'm
majority of your
Vegas
life?
now. Yeah, I'm from Vegas now.
Okay.
Man,
You
I've
still
been
got
here too
people
long.
back that way though?
A whole family.
Is that right?
Yes, sir.
That's that. You ain't a Cowboys fan, are you?
Yes, I am.
Oh, okay. Well,
D.Fos,
Yeah.
D.Fos,
Unfortunate.
hey, come on now. Hey, whoa.
Hold on, bro. That stop
When
the
I'm
show
about,
right
yeah, I'm
there.
about to, hey, come on, hey, I'm about to crank it. That's crazy.
Uh-oh.
That's crazy.
And Poody, where you originally from? You been born and raised?
Born and raised.
Born and
man.
raised?
Yeah.
What high school you went to?
I went to Cheyenne, Legacy, and Mojave. I graduated from Legacy High School.
So you know people from all 3 of those.
from all over.
And it's crazy because like when you're in high school, I noticed like you can build a lot of your core fan base from cats that like when you're
And
growing
see,
up in high
this
school.
is the thing though. I didn't live off of my high school popularity.
You didn't?
Because a lot of dudes still try to keep that. Man, I'm
gotta
a
let
whole
that go,
different-
man.
Man, listen. Like the cats who be going to the parks to play with these kids and acting like they LeBron. Look, bro, you didn't make it. Stop torturing the kids, man.
You did
But
make
yeah,
it,
it's like,
man.
you know, I'm authentically myself. I love it.
Yeah, that's fair. And what high school you graduated from?
Mojave.
Mojave. Okay.
That's where I kind of like, you know, people like, I ain't never seen them before. I'm like, I ain't from out here. So people, you know what I'm saying? So I'm the funny guy. I had class clown like 4 years in a row. So that's how I, for real, I had my popularity.
But it seems like it's just so
being
natural
myself.
for you.
They be like,
Clown
why
now.
is you playing? I'm like, I'm not playing. This is just,
It's just who I am. Yeah.
It's crazy.
That's nuts, man. His impressions, man, he got some drivers, he do impressions of be spot on.
best in the world.
Be spot on.
Come on.
Shout out to Mike Smith,
I'm gonna start
Taurus, and all. Hey,
charging.
we start killing y'all,
I'm
man.
gonna start charging.
Killing y'all, man. And Fobbs, where'd you go to high school at?
I'm from here. I went to Cheyenne.
Cheyenne?
Went to Cheyenne.
Man, Cheyenne got a reputation too, man.
Man.
There was nothing about any chance. Was y'all there at the same time and just
We
didn't know each
all 2 years apart.
No.
other? Okay.
Well, Grandpa not, but me and him 2 years apart.
That's not 2 years apart. Yeah, at least.
And
Grandpa
Cheyenne, that was like early years of Cheyenne when it really was like on the come up in Cheyenne. Huh? Yeah.
When it was roguish.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Still
man.
is.
They still are. They still got a reputation though.
That's
they still
sad.
got a
Yeah.
reputation, man.
That's crazy.
Desert Shields.
Yeah.
Desert.
Now, how did y'all come up with the concept of the show? I love the idea. Let's,
Oh,
let's see
man,
the
so-
shirts, man. The
Oh
shirts.
man,
yeah.
check us out.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm saying I don't know if y'all catching that.
Yeah.
But
Right
bold
there.
brothers observing life daily, man. And that can mean a multitude of things. You know what I mean? Just everyday walks. You know what I'm saying? The concept, he really came up
We
with
was on the phone and we chopping it up. We like,
Yeah.
cause he like, hey, I'm not letting it go. I'm like, all right, man. So what we gonna call it? And I'm like, all right, let me meditate about it.
Yeah.
Prayed and I'm like, all right, we'll see. The next day we on the phone. He's like, hey, did you think of a name? I pull up to deliver to I think it's an old folks home.
Okay.
And on the license plates it says "Be bold." I'm like, bold, 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 and I'm like,
he come up with
brothers
these
observing
slogans
life
so
daily.
fast.
I'm like,
too.
man.
But the great,
I say, yeah, that's
listen.
He come up
solid.
with
But once he seen it, we kept seeing it like everywhere. I'm like,
Everywhere.
bro, like, what is he?
everywhere.
That's
I'm
how
like,
you know.
It,
That's how
it
you
gotta
know.
be
Yeah,
something.
yeah,
You know what I'm
yeah.
saying?
That's for sure.
Yeah, that's how you know. I like that, man. And like you say, it can speak to so much stuff. You know what I'm
Everything.
saying?
Oh,
You
yes,
observing it,
Yeah.
all the time.
Every day.
It's a nice acronym, man.
Yeah.
Good job, Gary.
Good job, Gary.
This dude.
He's
And
great.
then you want, especially in this space, you want to like have something that's authentic, something that means
Yeah.
something. You think about the longevity of a brand.
yeah.
Like,
For
what can
sure.
I say that's going to really solidify what we're doing? And that's good.
And-
it ain't nothing like catchy, something that'll play out next year,
No.
nothing like that.
Yeah.
So
No, it's
I
gonna
like that.
It's gonna
man.
go crazy. And
Yeah,
then it's
and
like what we stand for. Mental health is a big thing that
It
a lot
is.
of people
It
don't
is.
understand.
Yeah.
And it's like, you know what? If we can offer even just a minute, of time that will allow this person to beat depression or feel better or just to get that off, you'll be surprised talking to people or how much you can get from a conversation, a simple conversation.
Yeah.
That is true. You speaking on mental health, man. You think that's a stigma and like my fault and like as far as with men or in the black community, I think that's a stigma. Of
1000%.
mental
Oh,
health.
of course, for sure,
not
for sure.
To,
And both.
not to put race on anything, but us as black men, it's like if we cry, we soft. Or
You
if we
soft, right.
If we
Yeah.
don't talk about something, then why you holding it in? Why you like,
Yeah.
oh, I'm cool, and then you put that on the back burner for so long, and then you snap,
Yeah.
and now you mad at your kids, you mad at your wife, and then you bringing work home, or you bringing
sure.
your situation
Vice
to
versa.
work. You know
Yeah,
what I'm
yeah,
saying?
yeah,
So,
yeah,
and that's
yeah.
why it's like. When I come to work, I tell y'all a joke. I try to make somebody laugh. 'Cause I might brighten up their day. Be like, man, I'm going through that at the crib. My wife cripping, or I said my money long. I give you that 5 minutes of laughter. Like, you know what? It's
Might
not that
brighten your
bad.
day up.
Yeah,
It's
it
not
ain't
that bad. You know what I'm
It ain't
saying?
that bad.
Yeah.
It ain't that bad.
So-
What are your thoughts on that, man? Like, I mean, you brought it up, but like, the
I
weight of
think-
that mental health.
Yeah, that mental health is different because I think I battled depression in 2022. It was crazy. Right before I locked in with him, and I was
Really?
like,
Yeah.
I wouldn't got me a puppy, a dog, because my babies was keeping me going, and then God was showing me my purpose, and then it was like I needed something else, and then eventually He was like, "You're gonna get through it," and I just kept praying. I kept the same mentality, and eventually I got to where I was supposed to be, and now my brain is like crazy now.
It's a lot better to be back.
Yeah, a lot better for sure, for sure.
Did you know what you was like when you was in it? Did you know what it was? Did you say,
Oh
like,
yeah.
yeah.
It was just it's me not having that outlet.
Yeah.
And that's that's the main thing that BOLD is for. We're gonna give that outlet. Like literally, we'll start off each podcast with a percentage.
Okay.
If you can, what would you give me your percentage right now on life? Like out of 100%, what would you give me?
I see what you said.
Yeah,
I
and then
like
you
that,
give that
yeah.
breakdown, and then you tell us why would you give us that number.
Yeah.
So
That's
yeah,
good.
it's big.
That's good. That's
Yeah.
good. That's good. And what are your thoughts on like the mental health aspect?
Man, it's just huge, because like men in general, we don't get hurt enough.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? We don't get hurt enough, and that turns into we don't speak out.
Yeah.
We don't confide in people, and that's exactly what I can do with them.
They like your brothers, man.
Man, really. Like I can say I love each and like both of these guys. Really mean it from here. You know what I mean? So like. These guys then got me out of my shell. You know, I'm I'm a bubble guy. Like I stay into your own. I stay into my own little lane with the wife and the kids, and they open up my shell for the better.
For sure. I get that with y'all too, man. It was just like automatic chemistry,
clicked.
Man.
Yeah,
you know, man.
like,
It was automatic chemistry,
natural.
Yeah, it was. That's how you know. Yeah, y'all didn't force it or nothing, man. But I think that's so serious too, man. That what's up with the bottom?
3 8 on there. 888. Come on,
that's crazy.
Come on, it's just little stuff like that, man.
Hey, it ain't no coincidence. What's the odds?
We be tapped in. Hey, listen, I'm telling you. I tell him consistently, man. That man upstairs always speak to you.
I always speak.
It'd be crazy.
You just got to catch the clues.
Oh yeah,
you know
yeah.
What I mean? Yeah, you just got to catch the clues.
But now I think once you get to that point, it's effortless. Like you'll just be doing something, and then boom, hey. Look, this is what I need you to do. Yeah, I'm like, all right, cool.
Yeah. Kind of sprinkling on. And I like what you said earlier, man. Like, no matter what I'm going through, if I can come to work, like, you feel better by making somebody else feel better. Yeah. And it might help my situation and their situation.
That's my calling. I'm telling you.
You know what I mean?
Man, they like, you play too much. I don't play enough.
Yeah, right.
That's really his calling, though. I promise.
It is. And you gotta like notice what am I naturally gifted for? You know what I mean? What is my gift? Like, maybe it's to make people feel better. People going through so much, man. You know,
I feel like a Care Bear or something.
Yeah. I mean, like you gotta recognize it, man. Like, because I'm telling you, like, you know, the job we work is super stressful. You know what I mean? And you come in there, you gotta have something. You gotta have something else on your mind to deal with that, dude.
Yeah.
If you don't, you go crazy, man.
Oh man.
You know what I mean? You know, some cats come in there, they just straight. You know what I mean? Like, you got to bring your own happiness in it. You can't come in there looking for it.
You got to.
You know what I mean? You ain't going to find it, man.
And there's so many phases through our job. I done had so many ups and downs.
Man.
Like, man, listen, I done been to work and had to be outside praying for 30 minutes before I even go into the building.
Man. Hey, you probably want to quit every day, man. You know what I mean? Like, you go through so many emotions in that job, dude.
Man,
in like the course of a day.
One day.
So many emotions, man.
We eat breakfast there, lunch, and dinner.
I said, come on, man. Like, I said, we can't eat 3 meals on the job. Man. What we doing,
man?
Come on, baby.
Crazy.
That's crazy.
What we doing here, man? Speaking of that, man, what is like? We'll go with you, Nigel, first. What is some of the biggest lessons or lesson you learned working at U.P.S. so far? Because, like we said out in the parking lot, it ain't for everybody, man. So, what are some of the biggest lessons out of lesson you learned so far?
Lessons is,
and I know it's ongoing.
It's like ongoing, but don't put everybody in your business.
Yeah.
That's number one. I mean, I can't say it better than that.
Yeah, straight up.
If you're going to do something, you got to have like your core, or like you could just keep it to yourself. But like my mans would be like them. I know it's something wrong with him. You know something wrong with me.
Yeah.
It just, we don't even.
Yeah.
Saw you this morning.
You know when somebody's off.
I saw you this morning. I'm cool. No, you're not. No, you're not. It's always him. I'm cool. No, you're not.
Yeah. You know, you can tell is the energy when you first greet him. I meet him. Like, it ain't,
it's the
man, they be
like,
hey, what's
eyes,
up, man?
It's like,
bro, body language.
It's like, I met him first.
Yeah.
But me and him, it's like a different bond. Like, me and him, it's like, all right, cool.
Yeah.
He gonna say something to me. It'd be more so like a brother, like, hey, cool. He,
you know,
giving daddy vibe. I'm like, all right, chill out, bro. Chill out.
Every time.
You too little. Chill out.
Hey,
but I respect it because we push each other. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's what it's about. Yeah, because what they say,
you just don't put me up.
90% of what you saying ain't coming out your mouth.
It's not.
So it's the non-verbal signs.
Non-verbal, it's the body language.
Yeah, it's the other stuff that's coming out, man. So, what about you, man? What you think on that?
The biggest lesson I've learned from our job is don't take work home.
Yeah,
because
don't take it home. Yeah.
You'll miss those, and he's one of the biggest reasons why I pay attention to that.
Okay,
because he will have a horrible day. And he'll go home to them babies, and you wouldn't even know. Wouldn't even know. Yeah, you wouldn't even know. I'm like,
even make it home.
Man,
he'll walk out that door in that car right there.
Yeah,
Daddy.
It's all love. It's all love. Yeah,
but then it's just like, tomorrow you gotta do it again.
Do it again. Yeah, but I'm gonna charge each day to the game. You know what I'm saying? Like day by day. You know what I mean? To me, when you cross that security gate, everything stay right there.
Oh yeah,
it has to.
Man,
as soon as you cross that gate, I'm out.
Once I take that Fobbs on that bill.
Yeah. They can have it. They can have it. Dog. It ain't worth bringing that home to like your loved ones. Like, why am I bringing that home to them?
Yeah.
They don't deserve
not
it.
fair.
You know what I'm saying? They don't deserve it, man. You know, be like, I don't want no more green beans. I just asked you want some more green beans, Marquis. And what about you, man? You've been there a little bit longer, so I mean, I'm sure you got
10.
some more to expound on.
Man, honestly, my number one would be what bro said. You can't take it home. Honestly, you can't take it home. They don't deserve what UPS put you through. You know what I mean? But on another note, you can take it home, but my biggest thing I've learned is you have to work towards your own goal.
Yes. Yeah,
you have to, and that's daily. Please do not give up on y'all goals. It's important. You got to work. I mean, it's life. You got to work towards something. So that's what we doing. You know what I mean? Like we working towards our personal goals every single day. Having
a goal outside of just a paycheck.
Outside of the paycheck.
I think to me, that's what keeps you going. That's what keeps me going. You know what I'm saying? Because after a while, you get used to the money. But like, if I'm grinding towards something, I'm always driven by that. You know what I'm saying? I can get through the day because I know what I'm trying to do. You know what I mean? So it's a lot, man. It's so many lessons I didn't learn, man. I think it really it shapes you and molds you as a person. You know what I'm saying? Working at U.P.S. I mean, like it does so much for you on so many different levels. You know what I mean? So many different levels, man. So that's good. And then, like you said, it's ongoing. Every day it's something different. Every day it's something different. You got to have a certain level of mental fortitude to even deal with that stuff, man.
And that's why mental health is big because people understand, like, people say, "Oh, I'm not depressed." When people say that, that means that you're depressed. When you like in denial of it.
In denial.
You be like, I'm cool.
Yeah, I'm cool.
No, and what he's saying is like you won't
know.
He can say like you can ask me like, "Hey, Fobbs, are you depressed?" And I'll be like, "No."
You're not gonna say it.
But you don't know.
Yeah, you don't know.
Because you don't know what it looks like. Nobody looks. You don't know what it looks or feels like. It's different for you, me, him. It's different.
It's different.
Because you're gonna be going through different type of things.
Yeah, different stuff.
So like, it's big. Like we want to touch on a lot of topics, but the main thing is men's mental health. Just having an outlet, somebody to listen to. We want like when we go to work, I listen to podcasts.
Yeah, I do too. Yeah, all day. Yeah.
I want to be able to like when somebody's having a rough morning. Man, let me turn this B.O.L.D. on real quick. Let me turn B.O.L.D. on and listen to this guy.
People. Yeah, let me see what they talking about today. You know what I mean?
Oh man, I went through something like that too. Oh, I'm not the only one going through that. You know what I mean?
That just happened to me the other day.
Yeah.
I think a lot of people go through stuff similar, and we just don't know. You know what I mean?
Of course.
Like, a lot of people go through stuff.
And that's the reason why we're trying to create that outlet because a lot of people will keep it in because like, think about all the times you go somewhere and they mess up like an order or something when you go out to eat. They automatically apologize, but they don't actually fix that situation. Yeah. So it's like, why should I even tell you then?
Yeah.
So now that's what I'm saying. Even if we went in like deeper, it's like have them reach out, send it in to us. It could be anonymous. You can send it in like, hey, I'm dealing with this. How should I deal with that, or how should I go about that, and really give them insight. Fobbs might have went through it. He might have went.
Somebody got some experience that can speak to something. You know what I mean? And then helping somebody navigate through that. Somebody that went through it.
And
you know what I mean?
sometimes, like me, I'm a good listener. Sometimes you call me. I tell them all the time. Just call me. I'll shut up.
Yeah, just listen.
I'll shut up.
I think that's why we got two ears and one mouth. You know what I mean? To listen. You know what I mean? To listen. Yeah, to listen.
Hey, but no, see, just like with this. You've already been doing a podcast, and it was like that was a oop, man. Listen, we're very grateful for you,
man. We appreciate you so much.
We kept like, oh man, should we do it like this? Should we do it like that? And then you came over there and was talking to us. You was like, hey, you know what, man? Come on the show. And I'm like, oh, that
was recording on the couch,
like
y'all.
Crazy, man.
On the couch.
That was really like a blessing, like a big alley-oop.
It just made sense. I'm like, you know what? Let's just go and kind of give us a preview of what y'all show gonna be. You know what I'm saying? And kind of like, I want to chop it up and talk to y'all anyway. So it just made more sense, man. It just made sense, man. And so what else can we expect, man, on y'all show? Of course, y'all gonna focus on the mental health and like what else kind of topics you think y'all want to cover, man? Like, and I know they'll just come up in the course of life. You know what I mean?
Stuff will definitely just come up, but everything. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, no, we're gonna touch on.
We all got 4 kids.
Yeah, 4 kids. 4 kids. Yeah, y'all all got 4 kids collectively.
4.
What's the odds in that?
Like Wendy's over 4. You already know. Hello.
Oh man, that is crazy.
So it's just a bunch of different things.
That's good. But like, it's probably endless amount of content.
Yeah.
Oh,
you know what I mean? When you ain't got to really try to search and think of something, like it's just everyday life.
And it's natural.
Yeah,
it's always natural.
And then that's the thing too. We're trying to make this like the bread and butter.
Yeah, the bread and butter.
Not even play no games with it. It just makes sense.
Yeah.
Wallow said he make $80K for what?
An hour.
An
Man,
hour.
how stupid is that?
Man,
How stupid is that, man?
Yeah.
And that's factored in, but it is.
Yeah, but it is what it is.
Still, yeah.
Yeah.
Even
A
if
lot
you
of bread,
take
man.
whatever the expenses is off top, it's still nice.
Yeah.
Whatever
Still
it
nice.
is. But that's, getting sponsorships, getting
everything.
the viewers growing it and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Man, where else can you get it? I bet he would have never, Wallow did prison time and that.
Yeah,
I bet
everything.
he,
Like
20
he
years.
never would have
Yeah.
thought he could get out and make a bag
20
like
years,
that.
20 years.
That's
Yeah.
crazy. And like I said, this is the new media, man.
Oh yeah.
It's
No,
the
no.
new media, man.
And that's what I'm saying. You think about that, like how he said, when drivers, I'm going through a bad day, man, let me put this on.
Let me put that. I got something for you.
Man,
know
you
what
in the
I'm saying?
game
I
because
got
you might
something for
not, you might not even know it, but it's probably people that tune into you every week because of the message that you're giving, and you might not even know that you might be touching on their life.
Right. That's true. You
That'd
never
be
know.
dope.
You never know,
That'd be
man.
what a lot of people need.
You never
Yeah.
know, man. They need that. Especially we out there on the road all the time. All I got is time.
yeah.
Like I listen
All
to
you got is
audio
time.
books. All I got is
Yeah,
time. They say this
man.
book is 8 hours. Oh, okay, bet. You know what I mean?
for
Like we
real.
got nothing but
Yeah,
time.
yeah,
You know what I mean?
yeah,
Nothing but
yeah.
time out there, man. How is segueing into father? You say, oh, y'all got 4 kids. Okay, that's weird. All four. Y'all got a 12-piece then, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Come on now.
Okay.
Hey,
So
and they all brothers and sisters.
yeah, they are.
Right.
Yeah. And so we're gonna go this way.
They
We
all
start with
cousins.
you, man. How has fatherhood changed you, man? And I know you real big on family, man. Like if FOE was a person, family over everything, it would be a picture of you, dog.
Man, I appreciate you.
Yeah.
But man, it's everything. You know what I mean? Like shout out to my mom because she raised a hell of a son. You know what I mean? My dad wasn't always in the picture. And never faulted him. My mom
Really?
never talked
That's
bad
hard to
about
believe,
my dad.
man. Cause like whoever
Nah.
raised you, man, they did a good job.
My
bro, for
mom,
real.
I don't fault him because it is what it is.
Mhm.
He couldn't handle what came with this.
Mhm.
So like he was gone. But for me,
Mhm.
I see it as an opportunity every day. You know
Yeah,
what I mean?
think
like,
so. And then I think like you try to be a better father
Yeah.
than your father was.
Yeah.
And like whatever our fathers did, like mine was in my life, fortunately, but you got to give your father some grace, man.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
This
Even
is his first
each
time
other
doing it,
grace.
too.
Like,
Yeah.
cause you don't know, like I had my son when I was 19 years old, right? He's 33 now. I had no business having a son at 19, dude.
Yeah.
No business, right?
17.
And so the mistakes I made in my 20s, like a kid, once they get old and y'all have a real conversation
Yeah.
with them, you can't hold that against me when I was I didn't know.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So you got to give, fathers
Yeah.
grace, man. And so you said it changed you, man. It's everything.
It's
you know, man.
everything. Like they my purpose. They my everything. You know, like when I'm raising my kids,
Mhm.
sometimes I break down in tears because it's like you didn't want to do this.
Yeah.
Like
yeah,
every little
yeah,
aspect
yeah,
of everything. Then my son just started walking before his first birthday.
Mhm,
That
mhm.
was incredible. I got a 7-year-old.
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying? Like, and he talks to me now. You know
Yeah,
what I mean? He
yeah,
can
that's
tell
big,
me
that's big.
how his day was exactly. What didn't go the way he planned it, or how he's actually feeling about what went on
That's
that day.
huge, man.
And
That's
like
huge.
the fact that like my dad didn't want to be around for that, that's a little disappointing. But man, I'm super happy
But you
every
get to
single
do it
day.
over
It's
on
a
your
joy,
time.
man.
Yeah, get to
I
do it
just
on your
love
time,
everything
yeah.
about fatherhood.
And what do you have, like boy, girl, like the
I have
ratio?
3 boys and 1 girl.
One girl. Okay.
One's enough.
Okay. Yeah, it is. Yeah. Poody, man, how has fatherhood changed you, man? And what is your ratio?
I got 3 girls and 1 boy.
Ooh, man, man, them girls,
Yeah,
boy.
man.
Man.
But I mean, my daughters definitely made me grow up.
Okay, yeah.
And it's crazy because my mom, for sure, she's dope.
Yup.
Yeah, shout out to her. She dope.
Shout
for
out
sure,
to
for sure.
Charlotte,
Lisa,
right?
yep.
Charlotte.
Charlotte,
Shout out
yeah,
to
that's-
Bird.
that's
Charlotte,
mamas.
okay, yeah.
He cried.
Yeah, man.
right.
But my mom, my aunts also, Desiree, Anita. I had a lot of great women also.
Them women somehow they always
Yeah,
around.
man.
dude. I don't know
Listen,
why.
I'm
Yeah,
telling you, they
always
nurture.
around. Yeah,
They nurture, man. Yeah.
yeah.
And then I have some great father figures also though. Like no cap, I have my stepdad, the first one that passed away, he was really good, and then P-Wall.
P-Wall. Shout
Yeah.
out to P Weezy.
Yeah.
Shout out to P. Weezy.
P-Wall is
Keep them
different,
pig
man.
feet
That's
though.
a-
Keep them
that's
pig
a-
feet, okay?
James Wiggins.
Nah, but yeah, man, that dude, he definitely put that like that. He set that bar high because he showed me like stepkids. That step word don't even exist.
It don't even exist.
Yeah, man, that dude love you unconditionally. And then my pop's dope too, though. Yeah, shout out to Big Gary.
It's so many
Big Gary.
of them.
What I understand, Big Gary wasn't no joke. He did his thing.
That was Pops is, you know.
He did his thing, man.
He gave me exactly what he knew how to give me. So I don't.
That's all you got to accept.
That's why I said
you got to accept the game how it is, dog. So did you take a page from everybody's playbook and kind of apply it to your fatherhood?
Yeah, and it allowed me to love my babies unconditionally, and then go that extra mile. Yeah, because a lot of times we get caught up and be like, "Oh man, I'm living my life," but you got to realize that you also living theirs.
They're like
right now. You got them up until, honestly, I think until like.
Hey, dude, let's be honest. It's for life.
21. Yeah, it's for life,
dog. You be 90 years old and that's still my mama.
But yeah, because you got to think about it. 18, 21, marriage, being a parent, they're going to come to you for all of that.
Yeah, you will never stop being a parent. I don't care how old they get.
The biggest thing that showed me I was doing what I was supposed to is I sat down one day and I was asking my kids, like, hey, how do y'all feel about me as a dad? Like, you know, this and that. And my son's reaction was the best. He was like, yeah, Dad. He said, you know what I'm going to do? He said, I'm going to be a great father. He said, I'm going to get a job at U.P.S. I was like, nah, you ain't work for UPS. I said, you can't do UPS.
Nah, that's right.
And he was like, when he explained it to me, he was like, but Dad, you take care of us. You pay the bills. And then like we can go out places and all that stuff. And I'm like, he said, if I can do all of that with UPS, then I want to work there. And I was like, man, that's crazy. That's so I'm like, all right, I get it, man. But yeah, he can't work that though.
Hey, just think what it'll be then. You know what I'm saying? 8-hour day be 300 stops in. Man. You know what I'm saying?
That's crazy.
But see, that's why like kids, like that's just like the animal kingdom, right? They model what they see.
Oh yeah,
you know, like like animals don't talk.
Mimic for sure.
Yeah, all they do is go by what they see. So that's what he sees. Oh, the UPS man, I can do this. I can go out to eat every Friday. So that's what he sees. You know what I mean? But that's good though, man. That's good, man. Nigel, what about you, man? What's your ratio?
4 of them things.
Like boy, girl, with like what?
1 boy, 3 girls.
Oh man,
big
you
age
got the 3 girls.
What? Big age. I got a 2-year-old. Come on, man.
2-year-old.
Come on,
man.
Come on, man.
You know them girls, they gonna go on. You know the girls the one reproduce.
See, I'm
so
great.
They gonna go on.
I'm great.
Yeah, I already see.
Don't
I already see, man.
irritate me.
I already see. Now, how's it changed you, man?
Man, like I said, back in the day, you know, let's move backwards.
Yeah.
Like back, cause my pops and my mom, there's a big age difference.
It is. Okay.
My dad was like, I don't want to. Hey, we on air, keeping it real.
Keeping it real.
My dad was like 28. She was like 13, 14.
Okay.
I'm from the country
young.
though, so
yeah,
it's
okay,
like
country. That wasn't nothing.
That's insane to say that now. He was like, oh my God, back in the day, that's normal.
That wasn't nothing.
You could have 20 kids, and people still gonna mess with you. But
that wasn't nothing then.
It's just like pops was there, but he was more so of a friend. Like he wasn't more like I'm gonna beat you or I'm gonna whoop on you. It's more so like you gonna see.
Something like
when
that.
he say that, it's like what does that mean? You gonna see? And now I get older, I'm like, that's what he meant. You know what I'm saying? But I mean, it's a learning process every day. Because my kids are older. My son just started high school. Like,
did he?
Yeah,
Okay,
I got a freshman. It's crazy.
It is crazy.
But them kids, man, they changed me a lot though. I just learned from them, basically. I do my part, but it'd be like, I don't want to be too hard, but like, how do I come at them a certain way? And then you got all this social media stuff now. You got to watch what you say to them. You got to watch how you do.
They're in a different era.
Yeah, so it's like, but I think I'm doing a pretty good job, man, honestly.
Yeah,
though,
and I think, it's like my dad said, man, he passed away 3 years ago, man. It's like, he said, you just got to do the best you can. There's no playbook for being a parent.
It's not.
You know what I mean? You just got to do the best you can
no book to
based on where you at that time in your life.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? All you can do is look back and say, well, I gave it all I had. You know what I mean? But I think the main thing is like you want to do right by your kids because like when you get old and you need somebody to be checking on you, if you ain't, sold enough into them, when you need them, they ain't gonna be around. You know what I'm saying? By the time you get somewhere where somebody gotta wipe your butt and feed you, if you ain't did right, they don't want to mess with you.
Yeah,
you wasn't there for me when I was a kid. Like the roles reversed. You know how we grow up and we wipe their butts and feed them?
Yeah.
Then the roles reversed. They doing that for us. You know what I mean? So if you don't do right by them and sow enough into them, they gonna be like, well, he wasn't there for me.
Yeah.
Why should I check for him?
So basically, you become a burden to them. Like, oh my God, now I gotta move him
It could,
in the house.
you know what I'm saying? It could, They gotta look out for you. Like they got a house where they got a room for you in the back. That's a good look. But I did it right by them and put them in a situation where they can do that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So them kids matter, man, and it's legacy.
It's
you know
legacy.
what I'm saying? It's
but then
legacy,
again,
man.
though, not to get off topic, or whatever, but it's like you can be with somebody like husband or wife or whatever, and they might not like you being there, and that'll dictate how strong is your love for your parents.
They might not like you being around like
so
the
it'd
kids.
be like more
staying.
No, not even that. It'd be more so like. Just like, for instance, for me, if I got a shorty or whatever, and like we old or whatever, and my mom needs to come stay with us, she be like,
"Oh, I see.
Your mama not staying here.
Yeah,
you're not staying here.
Yeah, right. But then it becomes a problem.
Yeah, so I don't want to.
Yeah,
like,
but
you know
it's gonna happen one way or another for either for you or your wife. Somebody gonna have to. You know what I'm saying?
But like, who do you choose though?
Who do you
your
choose?
wife or your parent?
That's tough.
Come on now.
Yeah, that's tough.
Come
man.
on.
You
Shout
hate
out
be
to
putting
my
that-
wife watching this.
Hey.
Listen.
Yeah, shout out to India, man. India holds
now.
it down, dog.
Come on,
Yeah,
India.
India holds it down. I give it to you on that, man.
Yeah.
For
You
real,
do.
man. Yeah, so yeah, that parenting is something else, man. You know, it's definitely something else. What do y'all say about the decades and seasons of a man's life? You know, I look at all the decades as like, of course, your teens, you don't really know what you're doing, but like your 20s and your 30s, y'all still in your 30s, right?
Yeah.
What would you speak to, about the decades of your life? We'll go with you first, Poody.
I separated. You got the child you, teenage you, and then the adult you.
Okay.
That child you is gonna defend whatever he feels that anybody that's playing with him.
Yeah.
That teenage you is the sensitive one, going through everything like, oh, this is really about to kick on. And then that adult you is like, hey, we got this, man. Listen, of course you don't understand everything right now, but we good.
It's like three people in you.
Yeah.
Like,
No, literally,
I never heard that's
you
a good
never
perspective.
understand it
that's a
until
good
you get,
perspective.
once you get like to that age, like, cause a lot of stuff I didn't understand when I was younger, but now it's like everything that these people used to tell you, like when you were a kid and all that knowledge
And you had
that's
so
crazy.
much,
And you
man.
understand, and then it all started making sense. I'm like, dang, that's what he was talking about.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Like, you don't think fat meat's greasy? No, I do think it's greasy. Please, I do. Yeah. Put the belt away. I do think it's greasy.
For real.
Yeah,
It's
man.
crazy, man. What would you say about that, Nigel? The decades and seasons of a man's life, man. Like, from your 20s, 30s, you know what I mean? Like
I say, my pops wasn't around. My mom, shout out to my mama Mary. She did her best. You know what I'm saying? But it's like you want to grow up so fast.
yeah.
So by the time you turn 30, you're like, why you still childish? Like your body's still old, but your mental is like,
you haven't
you
caught
17.
up to it. Right.
You know what I'm saying? So
right.
it's like hard. It's kind of hard. Not hard to explain it, but it's like you say, you go through the kid phase, but it'd be more so like, I think you really grew up when you like 50.
Yep, you do.
50
Yeah.
is like the gap.
Crazy.
You know
I
what I'm
just
saying?
turned 53
so
last
you
Monday.
grow up
Like,
then.
damn, you like, and I didn't see mode
Yeah.
from 50 to 53 than all my other years.
But it'd be more so like, even in your 30s, like you still have that. You still want to go out and have
still
a good
wanna- yeah,
time,
you
but
still
your
wanna-
body won't. You be like, man, I'm tired at 8 o'clock.
I can't do
You know
it
what
no
I'm
more.
saying?
Right,
So it's
yeah,
like,
yeah,
it just, times have changed, but I think that 50, for me, that's my perspective, in my opinion. 50 years old is when you finally like figure it out.
Yeah, I think
When you
so.
figure
I
it
think
out.
you're right. Yeah, when you hit it, you're going to see. Like, damn,
And you're going to feel it. That's
yeah,
for
you're
sure.
going to feel it. Yeah. Like 9 o'clock be like, it's like 3 in the morning.
That's
man.
late. Hey,
Like,
hey,
I'm
come on
done.
now.
9:30, dude, I'm in
Come on
bed.
now.
Dog, I'm done.
Lights
dog.
off.
You know, I'm
Yeah.
done, man.
Now.
I'm done.
Yeah.
That's crazy, man. What would you say, Marquis, about the decades and seasons? Of
I don't
a
know,
man's life?
and this is why we work out so good, because everything is never the same.
It's never, you got perspective.
like-
you know what I'm
Never.
saying? You got
My
perspective, man.
perspective on me being a kid, a preteen, a teenager, and now adult, and now a father and a husband.
Yeah.
It's so different because I didn't grow up in like the best stuff. You know what I
Yeah,
mean? Like
yeah,
I grew up in some bad stuff,
Yeah,
like moving a lot,
yeah.
and stuff like that.
Instability
But
and-
through that for sure. But through all of that, I was sheltered from it. My sisters and my older siblings grew up for me. They went and got
you
jobs.
The baby?
Yes,
Okay,
they
yeah.
went and got jobs at 15, 14, 16, and anything that I needed, wanted, they were like the dad.
Yeah, that
you know,
was a
my
good
mom
look.
did what she was doing, and my older sisters, you know what I'm saying, they took care of business for me.
Yeah.
So they allowed me to grow up and be a kid, be a teenager.
That's the biggest thing.
They
being a
shelter
kid.
me from a lot of things, and I tell them all the time, like, I did grow up in bad situations, but a lot of it I was protected because, in a sense, they babied me through it, so I
Yeah,
didn't have to go
yeah,
through the
yeah.
hardships of what everybody else around me was going through. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
So,
yeah.
shout out to my sisters.
They did
Love
their
them
thing,
for sure.
yeah. And sometimes, man, you can like just from a conversation or what they're going through, you can extract the lesson without the hardship.
Yeah.
Like they paid the price for it, but I didn't have to. You know what I'm saying? I seen what they went through, so I'm like, okay, cool. Thanks for taking that for me. You know what I mean? So that's real, man. But I think each decade, man, brings something different. Even me, like I'm in my 5th decade. You know what I'm saying? I think like from like 20 to 30, you kind of messing up.
Oh, yeah.
30 to 40, you're trying to straighten up.
Yeah.
Like 50, like, okay.
Yeah, you should have it all.
Let me
Yeah.
park
Enough
this
is
thing
enough.
right. You know what I mean?
Playing
So,
now. I'm
like,
serious.
yeah.
Sit down somewhere.
Man,
Yeah,
that's
sit down
good.
somewhere.
You have
know what I
to,
mean?
bro.
So them
Yeah, that's
decades
good.
are like crucial, man. You know,
definitely
like I said, any birthday with a 0 on it is big, man. It's only once every 10 years. So, you know, the sooner you figure it out, like, hey, I can't be doing
That's
it
tough
like
right
this.
there.
That was tough.
Hey, that was tough.
Yeah.
Don't be here talking like that.
Hey.
That was tough, baby. Come on now.
Erie?
Crazy, man. Okay, man, we got one last talking point, man, and I want y'all perspective on it. And it says, and I got this was off of Instagram, Men Without Limits. And it says, men mature through pain, failure, rejection, loss, disrespect, and heartbreak, not age.
That's tough.
But it's definitely true.
What do y'all think about that? Let me read that again.
Yeah.
It says, men mature through pain, failure, rejection, loss, disrespect, and heartbreak, not necessarily age.
Yeah.
What do you say about that, man?
Yeah, no, it's true.
Man.
Because the older you get, I think the most traumatic thing that happened to me was losing my brother.
Yeah. That's loss.
That's loss.
Yeah.
And that's why I said it was like when it first happened, oh man, I was confused and I hated everything. But as I got older, you realize it's the circle of life. It's nothing you can do.
It's the circle of life.
All of us got a timestamp.
We right.
Yeah, all of us got it.
Right.
So it's like, yeah, it ain't with age. It's definitely, you keep going through everything and eventually you're like, okay, I know how to deal with that this time.
Yeah.
I went through it, so I know how to deal with it this time.
Yeah. Because the age is just a chronological, but what you go through is like a different thing.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like,
Because you're going to turn another age regardless.
Right.
But that's what I'm saying. That ain't going to stop.
And
That ain't going to stop life.
We definitely,
Life,
through everything we go through a lot. Because me, growing up, I was a firecracker. Like
a
literally.
hothead.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I'm a firecracker.
I was a firecracker. Like, everything upset me because I didn't understand nothing.
You didn't understand it right,
Everything anything small, I argue with everybody. You know what I
Take
mean?
off on them,
You get what I'm saying? Argue with everybody and stuff like that. This
You
dude
got a
right
cold
here is
argument
crazy.
game because I see how you be going in there in the office, man.
Hey,
You
Fobbs.
putting it on.
Come on.
Hey,
You put it on
Fobbs.
them,
Not
dog.
even that.
But you so
Just
calm
finger.
with it.
Yeah.
So you trying to tell me
I ain't calm.
160 stops, like, and then they turn their whole thing around. Just the way
I'm
you
gonna
present
talk
the
it,
argument. You know what
For sure.
That's
Yeah,
all- I gotta-
definitely gonna talk it.
I just had to look at this dude like, hey, don't do it.
Yeah, don't do it.
He
Yeah,
listen. He
crazy.
looking back at me. I'm like, hey,
Man,
like,
listen.
yeah, don't do it.
like, bruh, don't he?
About to go there.
So
Yeah.
much was said
And
with
I'm
no
like,
words.
Man, listen,
Yeah, right,
hey,
right.
Because
So,
I
yeah,
know
yeah.
he come to me and he vent to me that morning, and I'm like,
Yeah.
bruh, listen,
It is what it is.
It is what it is. There's nothing we can do about it.
Yeah.
It happened.
Yeah.
It's already there, and he looking at me, and I see he's receiving. He's like,
Okay.
Go to that
you
truck.
gotta know what to charge to
Yeah.
the game.
Yeah.
You know what
Yeah,
I'm saying?
it's-
I'm gonna charge
yeah,
that.
man,
When
that's
you
what
work
I'm
up there,
saying.
you basically got to charge everything to the game.
Right, you do.
Yeah, dog,
It's nothing you
literally,
don't
man.
charge to the game.
Yeah,
That's what's helped me out a lot. You can't take nothing personal.
No, it's
It
never,
is
never
what it is,
personal.
man.
Never
Yeah.
personal.
I said, you know
I'm
what?
cool.
Look, see this?
I'm just saying. I mean, you could say that, but sometimes you about to be like, okay, now you really playing. We both grown. Don't do that, bro.
See how I say I used to be the firecracker
Yeah,
out
bro, that's it.
the
Yeah.
group.
It's
He
him.
the
Now it's him.
firecracker.
Yeah,
Because
yeah,
I'm telling you.
they be like, end of the day, we all grown. We all grown. You might be a little older than me. I'm gonna respect
But we still
but
grown.
You not about
We still-
to play with me.
Yeah, I don't like getting played.
Can't
with.
do it.
That's my
Especially
number
like
one.
when you know they playing with you, when they didn't cross the line. You know what I
Cross.
mean? Yeah, when they didn't cross the line. Yeah, when
Don't play
it's
with
a whole
me.
different story where that comes.
Oh my goodness.
Man, like, and
figured
then that,
out.
that hits on the point of disrespect.
What?
I think like if you take you can only take so much disrespect,
Yeah,
but something got to be done. You know what
Nah,
I mean?
for
You
sure.
try to
Just
be
one
calm.
time.
yeah.
You know, like okay.
Just one time.
And I win a lot of arguments.
Oh yeah, you
So,
do.
yeah.
I think you
Prob-
lightweight undefeated. I
might have been like 65-0. up there.
Yeah,
ain't
I
gonna
think
lie to
so.
you.
I think
Petty
so,
LaBelle.
man. Yeah,
Yeah.
I think so, man. Yeah, that's nuts, man. So, Yeah, anything else, man? Y'all wanna let us know about the show, man? Like when can we expect it? Probably later on this year or something like that?
We
expect
we
us
next weekend.
Yeah,
literally. Yeah, we about to go crazy now.
Yeah.
We was just waiting.
Yeah,
that's it.
Okay.
This was the last affirmation that we needed to be put into play, and you did that for us, man. So we grateful for that.
Oh, absolutely, man.
Yeah.
I'm glad I
other
can be
than
a part of it. Yeah,
yeah. We definitely about to start dropping, and we're not gonna stop now.
I hope I can be a part of history and say, yeah, man, I'm in my head, I'm on my show,
Come on now.
Listen,
we prayed about this.
You definitely gonna have to come to the show for sure. Yeah, man.
I hope
bicycle,
so,
I
told us off. You can
Yeah.
push.
Listen,
Come on now.
we on the phone probably like 2 weeks ago. I'm telling them, y'all probably realize, but y'all don't understand. Like, cause like we was thinking about all of this, trying to buy, like, you know what I'm saying?
I remember
piece it together.
Yeah.
And it's like we got to the
all
point where we were like, man, no, we not waiting. I'm like, hey, let's
take too much
what
time.
up?
It's
Let's
gonna
do
take
it.
too much time.
But he
Right,
started
yeah,
thinking
yeah.
logical. He's like, yeah,
we
bro.
need to just pay somebody.
We
pay
pay
some
and
right.
that's our
Just-
best
yeah,
bet.
let's pay
And that's
some
why I said this setup, man, look,
This is wonderful.
It's crazy. That's the same exact setup we were going for.
Yeah.
Really?
Man. So that's big. I'm like, dude, that is crazy.
And Quan got it. Quan fire. Gorilla Cross Studios fire, man.
Shout out to that. Shout out to that.
Yeah, man.
big shout out.
Big shout out.
Yes, sir.
Big shout out,
y'all, man.
Definitely, man. So, D.Fos podcast, the brothers of B.O.L D, man. We're gonna wrap this thing up, man. I really appreciate y'all time. Really appreciate y'all
man.
coming
We appreciate
through,
you
man.
having us.
We're gonna have to probably chop it up again. You know,
sure.
here
No,
and
for
there,
sure,
we
for
just touch base on
For
stuff,
sure.
man. Because we could talk, man. Like I just. Love what y'all on, man. I love y'all chemistry. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
y'all like Jordan, Rodman, and Pippen. I don't know who's who, but y'all like Jordan, Rodman.
I'm not gonna say I'm Jordan, but
Oh my! Jordan didn't even have hair.
I
And
cut
so,
off
man,
tomorrow.
hey, I love the
You want to
chemistry,
go to
though,
those
man.
commercials and then come back and close it out?
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, we do have a couple commercials to get through. Let's go with the first one, man. The first one is this is the memory booth. So if you're looking to have a function and you're trying to capture the moment, you want to make it real special, man, hit up the memory booth on Instagram. We can run that right now. Glad you said that, Quan. I forgot. Providing our photo booth services for all celebrations and occasions. It's thememorybooth.com. Let us help you celebrate those special moments, your birthdays, corporate events, family reunions, wedding receptions, and any other thing you might think of that you want to not only live the moment, but master the moment and capture the moment. Thememorybooth.com. Now booking. Bless you. Okay, next we have White Table LV. If you're looking for a decoration, somebody to decorate any kind of special event, if you're having something at a hotel room or having something at a party, White Table LV on Instagram. They do all the setup for you. Call them, contact them, let them know what your situation is. They can theme it out for you, make it real special for you. So we're going to check this out next.
Yeah. This all God, this ain't no lie. Yeah. I used to be stuck in that mud. Whoa. Yeah, I was down, but now I'm up. I was down, but now I'm up. Yeah. This all God, this ain't no lie. Yeah. I used to be stuck in that mud. Yeah. Yeah, I was down, but now I'm up.
Contact them, whitetablelv@gmail.com. They got some prices for you, some specials for you. Them are our two show sponsors today. We are broadcasting live from Gorilla Cross Studio. My man Quan. I'd like to thank my guests again, Nigel Holloway, Poody, Gary Harris, and my man Marquis, Fobbs, the brothers of B.O.L D. So brothers observing life daily. Be on the lookout for their show. Yes. They got something big coming for y'all, a little bit more like what we touched on. They're going to expound a little bit on it. So be on the lookout for them, man. The D.Fos podcast. I appreciate y'all, man. We signing off, man. Peace to the next episode.
Yes.
Yes, sir. Bless.